Hello, and welcome back to another Bonsai Minute. I haven't been as active as I would have liked to the last couple seasons. Been a number of setbacks, and life gets busy sometimes. If you're not familiar with it, I made this stand, which if you can look real closely is about to fall over. It's still solid, but it's leaning pretty bad in the back. I'll have to fix that this summer. So when I started this series, it's because I loved bonsai, and but at the same time I loved video. I just getting into amateur video, and I wanted a outlet for both of my passions. So let's take a quick tour of what we have and haven't not got this year. And so this is my comeback miracle of the year. I've lost quite a few plants the last couple years. It just has been so awful hot for Western Washington. You know, in the past we'd get a week or so of hot weather, but then you got back to more warm but cooler, not 70s, 80s, not 80s, 90-degree weather, which is terribly hot, terribly muggy around here. This plant, until about a week ago, I thought was dead. This is kind of my prized azalea. Actually, it's a rhododendron, but it's a small one. And when I found at the it's one I found at the nursery, and I just fell in love with it. And it was the first year of me kind of going out and getting nursery plants and stuff. About my second year of really doing the bonsai, but try to come in close here. We use this chopstick to kind of point things. So it's all budding. Now this is this usually doesn't flower until about June. I don't expect it to get any flowers this year, because at the end of August last year, it was just all dried up. I mean, it was just, I thought it was dead. In fact, it has any green on it this year at all. I still have this terrible looking winter shelter. We made this 3-4 years ago. And as you can see, there's very little of it left. It just really is a shelf. A place to have stuff sitting. This is my big azalea, which I got 2 years ago now? A year ago now? I don't remember. I call it Gaia, or Big Mother. So it's looking healthy. I mean, it's got lots of blooms this year, and I'm very proud. This is the most blooms I've seen on it, even when it was planted in the ground. As you can see, I've exposed a lot more of the trunk. It's just this beautiful beautiful plant. I've got several branches here that I'm trying to cluster together in an attempt to keep them more together. Back out. It's looking better. Like I said, I've cut a lot more away. I'm sure there's some more pruning to do on it, but we love it. This is one of the Christmas ones I got last year. Last couple of years, I've been growing new things. I don't know what's happened to this one. It's losing leaves or something. I'm not honestly even sure what it is, other than they are stuff that finally rooted. And I got them off my rooting plant. I got a couple small junipers back in here, if you can see my thing, that we're working on. I'm going to turn this one around. So here's a small Chinese elm I've gotten. Got this from a nursery. I'm hoping to repot it and kind of get it that camp. Here I have some hooded carnivorous plants. I've never tried them outdoors before. I'm going by what got these actually from the nursery. I was surprised. Viable junipers that I've had probably almost 5 seasons now. It's one of the ones that started it all, the collection. Very proud of it. I stuck around for a long time, and as the season goes, we'll get these things more organized. I got kind of the brother to the one I just showed you. Just about as old, 4 or 5 years old. This is the potting table that I set up a couple, 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know. It's way overfilled. Hoping to replace it with an actual potting table this year. Right now it's kind of my hospital. Here's one of my first junipers, my first bonsai. There's little traces of green in there. I got some eggshell in there right now too to try to get some green, but it just has struggled. We had a good frost, and it really hurt it. I lost 2 or 3 more plants than that. This was my first miniature maple, so we were excited about it. I want to thank all of you for your viewership. I'm really hoping to expand this channel this year. I'd like to do some traveling and expand. You know, this show started just as a way to kind of show off my garden, but I want to expand it beyond that and I want to thank you for tuning in to all these shows, and ask you to continue to support the channel and leave comments, critiques. I hope to have ways that you can contribute to the channel in the future. Like I said, I have ideas for traveling and seeing other gardens, seeing what bonsai means. So go down there and hit that like button. Subscribe so you can keep receiving these episodes. Your subscriptions and support will help grow this channel and expand it to new and bold avenues. Goodbye. See you next time.